Well, I can't remember what the date that MTV launched, but it was again in the 80s where the video became absolutely crucial. And again, gradually we started to spend a ludicrous amount of money through the 80s into the 90s. I think before the 80s, certainly when I was working with Decca, the A&R man was only involved in the process of making the record, and it was always that thing you said, the A&R man would say, it was a hit when it left my desk. And to a degree that was how it was. The A&R man made the record and then it was handed over to product managers, and the whole thing was quite separate. But by the 80s, the A&R man was the centre of the management of the project. So the marketing team would be completely in cahoots with the A&R man, and the A&R man with the artist would pick the video director. It was only later that video commissioners, specialists became in, and at that time we didn't have video commissioners, so it was kind of the A&R people were very involved with the videos. You made the video in England and then the Americans would listen to the record and say, the record doesn't sound right, we want to remix it, the sleeve's not right, we want to change the sleeve, and the video's no good for the US, so we want to make another video. So actually that was a constant tension, where the Americans would always want to put their own stamp on something that had been successful in the UK. It was always a kind of tension. Occasionally they were right, and a lot of the time they were wrong. But it used to be very, very irritating. The act that I signed that were very strong on video was called the Sisters of Mercy. They were a goth act. They were from Leeds, and it was the old-fashioned way as an A&R man. I remember going into a shop in Bedford, HMV in Bedford, and asking this weird singles buyer who was behind the counter, so any bands that you're into on indie labels? And he said that, and he gave me Alice by the Sisters of Mercy, which was on their own Merciful Release label. Went to Leeds, saw them, I think at the Leeds warehouse, signed them. But they were very, very savvy about visual, and they made really great videos that I remember America didn't mess with, and very much they drove themselves. You kind of, all you had to do was sort of stand back from them. They needed to tour and they needed to make their videos, and it just, they never had really big hits, but they sold a lot of records all around the world.